All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is January 23rd. Whoa, all the way up to $1. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's up to $1. That's like two. All right, today is January 23rd, 2025. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Thank you for finding value in my content. I love that. Thank you for subscribing, everybody out there in cyber and digital land. I love that. Way to go. All right, let's go take a look at some charts today. Okay, so SPY game plan worked again today, but it took it a while. Took it all day, like last minute Nelly. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, so here's SPY. All right, and the game plan was to buy calls up over this area right here. All right, to buy calls up right up there. It was, I think it was 607.60 right there. Now we got up there and then we made a higher low. Okay, and then we shot up through and made a higher high. Then we pulled back and made another higher low. I was going to say that was not the funnest pullback, but it never stopped me out. Okay, it was not the most enjoyable 1 hour pullback. It was miserable. All right, and people in the room let me know about it. Anyways, got a higher low here, and then we started to bull flag off of this low, and lo and behold, we had a little breakout, and then we had a rip at the end of the day, all the way up to make a new all-time high for SPY. So let's go look at the 10-minute chart so we can get through this whole ordeal. All right, so we got a 10-minute uptrend going into the close. Tomorrow, we will look for a continuation of that uptrend. All right, so new all-time high for SPY. 2 hour. 2 hour is in an uptrend. Okay, so let's just take this out of the way. Okay, 2 hour uptrend. All right, see the thin yellow line on top of the white 8 EMA on top of the rising 17 EMA there. Okay, 2 hour uptrend. All right, 10-minute uptrend, 15-minute uptrend, 30-minute uptrend. Okay, all the way through around the whole ballpark here. Right, uptrend all the way up to monthly. Even the monthly, see that uptrend. Okay, weekly uptrend. Okay, got a new high. Weekly uptrend. All right, so everything SPY putting in uptrends, new all-time high. All right, yesterday XLK put in a new all-time high. All right, let's go take a look at, what do we want to look at? Let's look at QQQ. All right, QQQ putting in not a new all-time high, but on the daily chart. All right, we got lower high and a lower low closing. Really? Lower high, lower low closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Now in an uptrend, all right, because they took out this high. Okay, so QQQ uptrend, up in quadrant 4, bullish. SPY up in quadrant 4, new all-time high, bullish. FNGU. All right, did we make a new all-time high? No, but broke this high right here. Looks like I gotta look. It's hard for me to see. 678.80, 678.750. Okay, so lower low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, over the hooking 17, and in challenging space for the all-time high right here. Okay, so that's the all-time high. You can see where we are today. All right, so FNGU up in quadrant 4, that's bullish. All right, right up there, up in quadrant 4. Breaking the downtrend line, respecting the uptrend line, still bullish, uptrend, right there. Remember, it's just a label. Okay, let's take this off. Got too many of those going on. All right, let's take a look at IWM. IWM, lower high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, over the curling 17 EMA there. Up in quadrant 3, not quite into the upper third, but pretty darn close, but no cigar there. All right, so neutral bullish here on IWM. All right, in an uptrend. All right, because they just took out this high right here. So that's uptrend, IWM. Remember, it's just a label, okay? Look where we are. We're close to being in the upper third. That would be really bullish. Right now, we're just kind of neutral bullish right there. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap, over all-time high anchored VWAP there, okay? Diamond Dow, up in quadrant 4. That's bullish. Let's take a look at technicals. Technicals today, we dipped in here, made like a little equal low in the buyer's chop zone, and meandered our way, drifted back in here to finish off the bear's beers in the buy zone right there. T21.22 spent the rest of the day in the buy zone bullying the area. T21.23, a little more consolidation up here on top of that dark green prior all-time high, prior all-time high right here. It's a prior all-time high. I keep wanting to say anchored VWAP because I got so used to saying it, but it's a prior all-time high. All right, so here we are with the 200 SMA. We're up on top of that. That's nice. Maybe we pull back and catch and make another trip back up to the highs. We'll see, all right? So looking like they could possibly be setting up an inverse head and shoulder. We have a left shoulder right here. We have a head here. And now we're looking to form a right shoulder. If price could consolidate through here and make a right shoulder, then we would have a neckline for price action to rip up through and hopefully extend that right arm, that right hand as far as the left hand, which is back here at the all-time highs. So there's T21.23. That's a lot to ask for, but right now it's doing kind of what we asked it for do, and that was to rubber band or slinky out of here, this prior all-time high, get through the 200, get back up to the other prior all-time high right there, and consolidate on top. So far it's been doing pretty much what we expect and ask, all right? So it's looking good. We'll see what happens. Same chart, okay, just a 3-bar. Notice we go from green to red, dip down to prior all-time high here, went through one of them, got down to the other one, slinkied out of there. Now we're back at the other prior all-time high right there. Okay, underneath, kind of a flat 200 SMA right there. FNGU, I know they bullied today. Again, no, they just held the higher ground. Okay, FNGU, little red, little green, little red, little green. And then at the end of the day, we got a rip rocket ride up there. Kind of looking like a breakout. Almost looking like a failed breakout right there. We'll see what happens. That's a nice bull flag. Remember, they pushed up and held that higher ground. They're still holding it, getting a breakout. Almost looking like a failed breakout. Got to get follow through on this. Otherwise, market could read this as a failed breakout. Could see ourselves coming all the way back down to that curling 200 SMA there. Okay, so there's a downtrend line. You can see we busted through that, and we're holding that higher ground. There's FNG. Okay, let's go take a look at some sectors. First sector, let's take a look at XLE, energy. Energy putting in lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. over the midpoint, no longer in the upper third, but on top of the all-time high anchored VWAP, which is the pink line here. Okay, so, and it's about time for XLE to cool off anyway. I mean, I thought it was kind of hot when it just got to here, and then we went all the way up here into quadrant 4. So, like to see it consolidate. All right, like to see it really consolidate on top of the pink line. It's kind of asking a lot. We'll see what happens, but I think they could probably find some support right here near the midpoint, right along those two wicks right there. And see this area right here, 88.02. I think they could find some support. Maybe J hook out of there, back up here into quadrant 4. We'll see what happens. UNG, natural gas. Higher low, higher high, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Up here in quadrant 3, no longer in the upper third, just kind of neutral bullish right now. UNG, still in an uptrend. Remember, it's just a label. All right, so USO. Price action, got a lower high, lower low, closing. Oh, that's in my buy zone area. All right, if you guys got the opportunity and you think you like it here, USO, if that's really where it is, that's right on the 17, kind of real close to the buy box. I really like to pick some of that up tomorrow morning if I could. And then the buy box extends down to the tops of these wicks right here, all the way down to like a 75. All right, so it's at 79.11. Underneath the 17, that's looking good. So remember, that was a nice rip up there. Pull back. We'll see what it wants to do. But that's up over the all-time high anchored VWAP put in about a couple years ago. So that's 2.5 years ago right there. That USO, all right, up over, closing in the upper third. That's bullish. So looking good here for USO. Actually looking like a good place to start nibbling in on a pullback to this all-time high anchored VWAP. And I don't know if it'll get there. I think it'll probably get right here. It should find support around 74.50 to 75.50. USO on the daily chart in an uptrend. Let's take a look at, we did UNG, right? Yeah. Okay, UNG. I missed that one, but I kind of wanted it in the buy box and never got there. And of course, you can see it bouncing off the 17 right there. Let's take a look at silver and gold. Silver and gold both in uptrends. Silver lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17. Silver just neutral, okay, because it went up and it gave it up. And now you can see we're caught underneath the 12-year high anchored VWAP, and we're caught on the bearish side of the midpoint here on silver, okay? Let's take a look at gold. Gold also in an uptrend. Gold putting in lower high, lower low, closing inside over a bullish trap over that hooking up rising 17 there, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Gold looking good right on top of this crown right here. You got a 1, 2, 3 green candle crown here, looking good right over that. Almost a 4 candle crown right here. So that's looking good for gold. Gold looking bullish. Like to see that consolidate on top of that 4 candle crown for about 5 days. All right, notice price action for gold up in quadrant 4 over the all-time high anchored VWAP. If the dollar pulls back, you can see a good rip in gold. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take a look at SMH. All right, SMH over the all-time high anchored VWAP in an uptrend, closing over the trap over the 17. SMH is bullish. XLK. All right. Another new all-time high for XLK. Not by much, maybe pennies. All right, XLK, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17. New all-time high for XLK. Pretty sure. 241.91. 241.95. My bad. Lower high, higher low, close inside day for XLK. All right, still darn near the all-time high. Missed it by 4 pennies, and it's closing. Look at where it's closing, right up there, right on. I mean, it's like standing on the throat right there. It's ready to make that new all-time high. All right, there's XLK. Let's take a look at XLF. XLF in an uptrend. All right, never lost the uptrend. Pull back down to here. Price action. All right, XLF. Today, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP. It's looking good. Got 5 days in over the all-time high anchored VWAP up in quadrant 4. Right on top of this base right here. That's looking real good, XLF. Well, look for a 10-minute uptrend in XLF. That's looking real good. Possible swing trade right there. XLF over the all-time high anchored VWAP. I like that. Okay, so a little higher low here. Possible higher high. There'll be pressure on the bulls to produce that higher high. Let's take a look at XRT. XRT just kind of neutral, really. Okay, no longer in the upper third. Let's get this out of the way. Get that out of the way. What else we got here? Get this out of the way. No longer in the upper third. Respecting the uptrend line right there. Still in an uptrend, but definitely not moving up. Hasn't been moving up for about halfway through December. For about a month now, it hasn't been moving up. Okay, you can see price action. Got an outside day, which is a higher high, lower low closing over the bullish trap and over the 17, over the uptrend line there. Okay, was up there, was holding that higher ground, but kind of lost it. So we're right back here. We're neutral on retail sector, XRT. Let's take a look at XLU. XLU's in an uptrend because they took out this high right here, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Horrible day yesterday. Today, not so bad. Inside day, lower high, higher low, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. XLU, really neutral bullish right there. Leaning on bullish. If they can recover half that candle, yeah, that'd be bullish for sure. XLU, that's our utility sector. Closing up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's looking good. XLI, all right, XLI just continues to rip higher. It's in a downtrend, all right, and this is the pullback to the downtrend, all right, and if the pullback looks like it's going to rally up over the all-time high here, they just don't want to give up. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, up here in quadrant 4. That is very bullish on XLI. Nice work there. Again, it's in a downtrend. Remember, it's just a label. All right. Let's take a look at IYT. See if they gave me a funky candle. And they did. You can see IYT, consolidation over prior consolidation. That's bullish. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Up in quadrant. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, because it's up here. Up in the upper third, that's bullish. Everything bullish on the transports. We like that. Okay, so you saw the trade today. You traded the SPY trading plan. It worked out. You did good. You made money. Hope everybody in the room made money. If you didn't make money, let me remind you that I do free 15-minute coaching. Okay? And I'm not a success unless you're a success. So if you're struggling, yeah, I'll take a look. If you're struggling, please contact me. Let's book a 15-minute session and let's get it turned around, okay? There's no reason to be losing money, all right? No reason to be losing money. I'm just saying, I am here. And I wish there was someone like me around when I was trading, all right? So just saying, all right? There's no reason to be losing money out there. And I think if you just follow the SPY game plan in the morning and then sit on your hands in the afternoon, I think you got yourself a recipe for success. Something to think about, all right? Just something to think about there, all right? All right, everybody, I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to remind you that on Monday, the 27th, Doug's having an open house in case you want to attend, all right? And let's go take a look at Meta. I got to tell you, I think the new president sat down with all the big tech companies, and I think he told them to go make a new high in the indexes. I don't know. This is one nice rally, I'll tell you that. Okay? Meta, daily charts in an uptrend with a higher low. Look for this to make a new high. I don't know where the all-time high is. That looks like that is the all-time high right here. You got a W pattern, Robert, and you're up over the middle peak between the two valleys here in that W pattern. So it's looking good. Just recognize sellers were here. If you compress that price action, you'll see a wick. All right, if you see the wick right there, so there's sellers up here and there, and you got a couple of wicks here. So you're going to go through a little turbulence, but I'm telling you, it's looking good. It's bullish. All right, so you're entering new hallowed ground up here, almost ready to make a new all-time high. All right, so that's looking good. Yeah, end of day explosion. All right. Thanks, Victoria. Did you make money today, Victoria? Is there anybody that didn't make money today? Let's put it that way. Thanks, Greg. No, don't go by me. All right. If you grew your account, it's a big yes. That's a success. Yes. Oh, a little. Okay, that's good. Hey, that's good. That's all we want to do is we just want to move in the right direction. Scott says yes. All right. Congrats to everybody. All right. That played the bullish chart. Thanks, everybody. All right. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll do it again. All right. Everybody have a beautiful afternoon. And I'm so glad y'all made money. Stick to your trading plans. Tweak your trading plans, all right? Review your trading plans, all right? Because those are their blueprints, the blueprints to help you make money day after day, all right? That's my words of wisdom for the day. All right, everybody, have a great evening.